I want to begin by asking you all a question this morning. Why are you here today? Why'd you come to church today? Is it the fantastic sermons here at St. John's? Is it the outstanding music program we have? Is it because Mr. Brokaw scheduled you as an acolyte this morning? Or perhaps Dave Kenyon scheduled you to be a verger or a subdeacon or a chalice bearer today. Are you here? Are you here because you promised a friend or a loved one you would come today and have a meal with him or her after church? Or maybe you're here today because it's Rally Sunday. Rally Day is a great tradition in many churches, and here at St. John's, we're doing it better than anyone I've ever seen. There's a bounce house. Several 8 o'clock members said they're coming back just for that. The Kona ice truck is coming. There's going to be a great breakfast served. Just to name a few of the ways we've chosen to celebrate the beginning of the program here at St. John's. St. John's clergy and staff have planned an exciting year for all of us. Starting next week, we are adding several more Sunday school classes for our youth. We're adding children's chapel during the service for our youngest parishioners. For the Dale, Deacon Mary Alice and I have been working hard to create exciting adult classes that will take place in the parish hall after Mass every Sunday. We're adding a Daughters of the King chapter here at St. John's. We're adding Wednesday night formation for the entire family from kindergarten to 115 years old. We're going to have evensong once per month on a Sunday evening here at St. John's. All of this, and the incredible ministries you are literally surrounded by today. Look around the church. You have my permission to look around the church right now. Look at all these ministries that St. John's already has. Look at all the ways Jesus is calling you here at St. John's. Our theme for Rally Day this year is plant, water, grow. This is, of course, taken from the first chapter of St. Paul to the church in Corinth. What then is Apollos? What is Paul? Servants through whom you came to believe, as the Lord assigned to each. I planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the growth. So neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God who gives the growth. The one who plants and the one who waters have a common purpose, and each will receive wages according to the labor of each. For we are God's servants, working together. You are God's field, God's building. The church has come a long way since Paul wrote that letter. The sentiment Paul is expressing is still true today. However, the church, and St. John's in particular, differ significantly from the church in Corinth. There were very few leaders then. They had to lean on people like Paul and Apollos for everything. Today there are many leaders in the church, and not only clergy. There is incredible lay leadership here at St. John's. The reality we live into as a church in the 21st century is that we all plant. We all water. And we are all planted. And we all get watered. The one thing that stands the test of time is that God still gives the growth. It's still God who enables us to grow. To grow into a fuller relationship with Him, and who calls this parish to grow. God will give this parish growth. God will call more people to walk through those doors for us to welcome, and for some, for us to welcome back. In the gospel lesson today, Jesus healed a woman who was crippled for 18 years. She spent 18 years bent over and unable to stand up straight. Imagine 18 years of looking down to the ground and not looking up toward God. Then she had the opportunity to meet God Himself. And right there in front of the congregation, God restored her to the way He always intended her to be. After that restoration at the hands of Jesus, I imagine that this woman not only walked upright because of the healing, but walked confidently also. And I imagine she began to plant and to water the seeds of faith in many of the people she encountered. It's time. It's time for the parishioners and clergy of St. John's to have the same kind of confident strut I imagine that woman had. It's time for us to confidently tell anyone who will listen why we choose St. John's as our parish home and why we choose to be part of this incredible family. The job of each one of us, the job of every person who takes the lead on any ministry at St. John's is to plant, to water, and to give each person who calls this place home and anyone who will consider calling St. John's home the answer to this question: why should I become a member of St. John's? Today, Rally Sunday, we are all being armed with all the ammunition we need to convince people to come give this amazing parish a try. Join me. Join me in planting, watering, and inviting everyone we can to come grow with God here at St. John's. Amen.